Welcome back to Ride JBI. This is JB. Today we finished a suspension revalve on this 2022 Kawasaki KX450 suspension. This suspension was revalved to the JBI suspension motocross spec. The Showa 49mm twin chamber spring forks received the JBI suspension Pro Fork setup. Details of this setup can be found at ridejbi.com. The JBI suspension Pro Fork setup for the Showa 49mm spring fork, again that is this fork laid out in front of us. What that is our JBI suspension revalved paired with additional hardware upgrades that go inside of the forks. This additional hardware is JBI suspension hardware that was designed here. And what it does is it replaces a few pieces inside of the suspension with newly designed / modified parts that complement the revalve settings that we put inside of these forks. The reason we do that is because if we were left only utilizing the components and parts that are inside of the forks, then we are limited to how good we can truly make these forks perform. So instead of being limited by what's in there at Ride JBI, we go ahead and design new parts to get around those limitations. Details of exactly what these parts are, how they work, why we use them, what you should expect to feel as a rider is all detailed at ridejbi.com. This is also available as a do-it-yourself install kit, meaning you can go to ridejbi.com and order a DIY kit of what exactly we did to these front forks. And the kit includes all the hardware parts that we utilized and also complete shim stacks for everything that have been custom built and pre-configured specifically to you, the rider / customer. So you would get the same exact settings as if you sent in your forks to Ride JBI for us to do the install for you. The Showa shock received a matching JBI suspension shock revalve. The bladder cap was changed out with the JBI bladder cap. This features a increased volume over the stock unit, and most importantly, it utilizes a Schrader valve for charging the shock with gas and also when releasing the gas. The Schrader valve design tends to be a lot more reliable when it comes to encapsulating the gas inside of the shock absorber. The stock unit uses a bladder cap that has a self-sealing rubber plug, similar to like what a basketball has. However, the hole in the rubber is much smaller, and you have to use a very sharp needle to pierce it and charge the shock. While this method does work, it has proved to not always be reliable. At Ride JBI, that's not good enough for us, so we like to utilize the Schrader valve style bladder caps, as you can see here. These are available for sale at ridejbi.com. Also part of the revalve, we utilize the JBI suspension black bumpers. These bumpers are the same PUR foam material as the stock bumpers. However, they have a small additive of black rubber. This rubber seals the foam, so it makes it less susceptible to absorbing moisture, and it also improves its UV protection over the stock, so that way the bumper doesn't get hard over time like the stock bumpers do. And these bumpers are cheaper than the OE bumpers. Exact same design in terms of how the bumper is shaped, just improved material. And those are also available at ridejbi.com. Ride JBI has tested, tuned, and developed many different suspension settings for all different types of riding, for the various types of off-road racing and riding, motocross, supercross, arena cross, and freestyle. If you'd like Ride JBI to do your suspension, please give me a call or send us an email. We can discuss the year, make, and model bike that you have, what options are available, and which setup would work best for you. All JBI suspension services and parts can be found at ridejbi.com.